I'm
Hello,
here.
hello.
Hi, Ron. And I need to get a hold of,
So this way we can get you guys some good videos at least to put out. We'll break them up into clips and so forth. So Lily is going to be presenting, okay? And tell us a little about yourself, Lily.
hey, I live in Houston, and I service the whole Northeast Houston area. And, you know, I've been doing this for 7 years. And I've, I just started doing it, making phone calls, circle prospecting, and then started doing the expireds.
Okay, so you just started prospecting here recently, or have you
No,
always done that?
7 years
You've done
since
that
day
for 7 years.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
great, great. So so when you say you just started, was that with Espresso or what?
No, no, I started with circle prospecting, and then I started with expired listings, but just I don't think I no, not just started. I've done this the whole time. I
Okay.
just this is what yeah.
And you're Mike Ferry trained, right? So you're
Mhm.
currently in coaching. So
Yes.
John, she's currently in coaching. So she's going to show you a thing or two. No.
Uh, no, I just started a month ago.
Oh, I sent you
Yeah.
some pictures of me and Mike. Did you watch those?
Yes, yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. But I'm hoping that I stick with them, and because for 7 years I've been wanting to get with them, and finally I'm here, and I was
So you
able
got
to.
one-on-one with the coaching, they're not just group coaching.
No, one on one.
That's good. That's a good way to go.
Yeah. Do you have that also, John?
No, I haven't. I plan on it. I haven't done it yet. I mean,
With Mike
yeah,
Ferry?
yeah.
I love them.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are high standards.
Okay. High accountability, you what you say.
High, yes, and the standard is
Okay.
high.
I like that. Yeah.
They
I'll think about it.
expect you to be a professional,
Yeah.
not this laid back Walmart life or
That's
No,
true.
Target living.
there's a waste of money on that one. I
Mhm.
run to that. I've been canceled left and right on that one. I mean, one
Yeah.
month I would know. First week I would know that's the right coach for me or not. Then I try to get out if not the
Well,
right one.
this is what they tell you. If you like your coach, you need another coach.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. When you
I was like, oh my God.
yeah, they move you around, then eventually you're on stage with Mike Bettman, different things, and the pressure's on when you do that. You got everybody who saw you asks you, how's that bet coming, or how
Yeah.
you coming along on that goal, and you're like, oh. So
Yeah.
you can't get away from it, but it's huge accountability, and that's kind of what you need a lot. So
I
you're in
need that.
Houston.
That's what I needed. Yeah.
What area would you say in Houston? Because Houston's a pretty big area.
Yes, yeah, northeast side of Houston, which I service the Woodlands, Spring, Kingwood, Porter, New Caney, Magnolia, Tomball, northeast, just north and northeast.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Mhm.
So everybody, make sure you get Lily's number. She didn't put it yet in her name. You want to put that in your
Oh,
name area.
okay.
But for referrals to Houston, in the north area, right, and with Woodson and some of those areas, what you just said.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the Woodlands. Yes, yes.
Okay, and then we got John. We know Johnny T.
Well, I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. I've been here for quite some time. I graduated college. I'm from California, so I transferred to University of Utah. Then I graduated. I'm stuck in here for many years, and I've been in real estate. This is my full time, about 4 year full time, and I've got part time longer than that. And I like this group, by the way. I mean, prospecting, and I talked to Ron a lot, and he gave me a lot of good stuff, you know. He been good. I mean, we are good friends, good role play partner, and I like this group. I mean, I learned a lot, by the way, and at the same time, push me to prospecting. I mean, I learned from Lily. You got good coach, and congratulations. By the way, and congratulations to Spurs. They go to final. I don't know you watch the NBA or not, but they in there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yep. More than that just keep going, do the job, and get it done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, we got Eric in it. We got Eric's in the house, so we'll have some good feedback. Faith, it looks like Faith is there. Brian and Maria. So we are having some people show up today. That's great. I appreciate all of you. Lily, let's take it from there.
Okay, so we're already at the table, and we're talking about your house, and it expired. And I will be reading right out of the Mike Ferry listing presentation, and also off of Ron's checklist. So this is my first time really reading through it. Here we go.
So if they ask you, Lily, if they ask you, are you reading that? What are you going to say?
Yeah, of course I am. I don't want to miss anything.
There
I
you
want
go.
to make sure that I have all my answers, all your answers, all the questions answered.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
You mean the last agent that expired didn't
They
do?
didn't have a checklist?
Oh
How
my!
do they keep up with everything?
Good one. See, I love that. On an expired, everything is the fault of the agent, really, because they didn't have the strength to stand up to the seller. But anyways, go ahead, Lily. Are you going to share anything, or are you just going to go ahead and just?
We'll just go through and read it.
Sounds good.
Just read it. Hey, John.
Hey, welcome in.
Yeah, thanks for having me anyways. So there are going to be two ways to get your home sold, and to get your home sold once it's listed. And either we're going to wait for a buyer to show up or wait for another agent to bring a buyer to it. Or I can spend my time trying to find a buyer to promote to other agents to bring one to us. And I think I like the third one because that's actually how I found you.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I mean, I here's another thing, Lily. The reason we meet today, I definitely want to sell my house, but I definitely don't want the agent to sit and lay back and just waiting for stuff to happen. Which that's that. When we talk on the phone, you said you're aggressive. You gotta find a buyer, not just a buyer, the right buyer who paid top market price for my house, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Now I just want to hear what you have to say. What your marketing plan? I mean, I like what our conversation and on the phone, but I just want to see what you gotta do.
All right, fantastic. So you just want to go straight into the marketing plan. Is that
Well,
what's
yeah,
most important to you?
that's how we get the property sold, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then let's do it then. Show me what
So,
you can do.
okay, so of course we're gonna submit your home into the MLS, correct? And you know how that works?
Well, yeah, that's my previous agent do the same thing.
Yes, yes, we all do that. Yes, and it's one of the basic things that we do. We all put our house up on the MLS, put a sign up, all that good stuff. It's the behind the scenes that is the most important thing that a great agent does. So what I do is a lot of people don't know that there's something called reverse prospecting on our MLS. And those are agents that actually have buyers, possible buyers that are interested in the area, in your price point, and everything that is listed in your home. So I will be reaching out to them weekly, to get them in to show your home. Also, I call every single day around the area and all around Houston for prospective buyers to see if they are interested in your home or if they have someone that is interested in your home. Okay. So those are a couple of the things that we do. We also do, is there any questions with that?
Well, it's kind of run to my mind that you said reverse prospecting. Can you tell me a little more about that? What does that mean by reverse
Okay.
prospecting?
So I'm not going to tell you all of it because just in case you don't hire me, I don't want you to ask the other person and they'll have my secret.
Well, no, I mean, it depends on hire you or not hire you. I just want to know what
Yes.
exactly. I mean, of
Okay.
course, I got to hire the best one. I mean, I
Yes.
can't promise you anything because we haven't go to bottom line yet. You
Yeah.
know,
But yes.
I gotta make sure who I hire this time, make sure they do the job, they get the job done. That's my bottom
Correct.
line.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. So, like I said, we will submit your home on the MLS. We're going to price your home competitively to the market. Okay. So we can narrow down to get the right buyer in your home. Okay. Okay. And then we're also going to promote your home to all the brokerages in the area and all of the top agents in the area. And so when I talk about reverse prospecting, it is getting on the MLS. Your home will be up on the MLS. I will go to reverse prospecting. In there, there's going to be a list of agents that have someone that's looking in your area with the same kind of criteria with your home. Okay. I will be reaching out to all of them. I have all their information. Okay. So that's one of the things that we do. So what I'm telling you is everything we do in the back end. Also, we are also networking with all the agents in the area. Okay. So your home will be networked out to all of them. Okay. And then on top of that, we do the Facebook ads and it's going to be everywhere. Okay. Any questions so far?
No,
No?
no.
Okay. All right. Also, one of the other little things that I like to do is I do some direct mailers and I reach out to all the renters in the area that are their rent is about to be finished within, 60 to 90 days. Knowing that their monthly payment is between 2,800 and 3,600, they can easily afford your home as a monthly payment. And that way so I will be reaching out to all the renters in the area in that price point. Sound good so far?
Yeah. Yep, so far so
Okay,
good.
great. Any other questions?
Well, not right now. It seemed like what you're saying. Um, I think my agents did mostly of what you're saying there. My previous one.
Okay.
Um, did you do anything else besides those the mailings, stuff like that, and how you brought the buyer coming to the house?
Yes, and what we also do is we make phone calls every single morning. Prospecting.
Okay,
I talk to at least 50 people a day about your home.
okay, good.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we have the usual broker open houses, all that good stuff.
Okay, so you want open house too?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what you do when you hold open house, and if you don't mind, I'm asking because my last agent hold open house only very one person came in, maybe 0 person come in.
Oh,
What you do
yes. So,
differently?
well, we make it into an event.
Okay, what kind of
So,
event?
well, it might be like it's so hot right now. So it'll be like a popsicle and lemonade event,
Okay,
or we'll have Kona ices come and they do ices out for the first hour.
okay.
So it always depends on what it may be.
So basically, what you do, you open house, you just kind of give out something, so kind of invite some people come look to the house. based on what you give me
Yes,
now, right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
And sometimes we'll have a lender there, it depends, we'll have a lender there to answer any lending questions, maybe even get some people pre-qualified.
Okay. That sounds good.
And
Yeah.
our lender also they have a program where you don't need to sell your house first to buy a house.
Okay. That
So
sounds good.
if these people are looking to downsize and they feel like they need to sell their home first, then, he's got a program where you don't have to sell the house first to get
Okay.
it.
All right. That
You
sounds
just
good.
move in and then we can sell the other house empty
Yeah.
without them having to leave and all. So far so good.
So far, so good. Let's see what you can do. But what's next?
Okay, so you said you were moving to, where were you moving to?
Well, after I sell the house in Houston, I'm gonna move to Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City? Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay, okay. And you guys were moving there because of,
Well, we have family down here, and we like to go to church here.
okay, okay, that's great. And you want to be there as soon as possible, correct?
Well, the time's not important, and the important is that I need to sell my home at the price that I'm looking for.
Okay, okay. And so we prepared the CMA for you, and you had it priced at a certain amount, right?
Yeah.
How did the showings and all that go?
That's good. That's a good question. The showing wasn't that attractive, many my buyers, and like I said, my previous an agent who open house, barely got one person came in. Well, maybe some week got zero, some week got two, and they're showing good, and some agents are showing property, but nobody make an offer. I don't
Okay.
know. I mean, I didn't hear anything from my agent say why we didn't make offer. All he said is it's a market. We have so many things going
Market.
on in the wars and something going on, and as you know right now what's going on. I thought that's a big factor, but that no,
Okay.
the selling stuff. I don't know. I'm not the agent, so you tell me. I
Okay.
mean,
Well, let me show you something right here. I pulled it up over on Showing Smart, and in this area, in your price point, we're getting 1.7 showings per week. Were you
wow.
getting 1.7 showings? So you could either say that's like 2 showings a week.
Yeah, something two showing a week, and
So you were
sometimes
getting 2
zero.
showings a week?
No, no, sometimes zero. I mean, and most of the
Okay.
two a week, but sometimes, well, the first 2 week we got good showing, but and
Of
after
course.
that, kind of decrease,
Okay. Okay. So what it's showing is between 350 and 450, you should be getting about 2 showings a week. And it's showing that within the eighth showing, you should be getting an offer at this
Hmm.
price point.
Well, I got about total for 4 months. I got total. I just write them down. I got total about 20 showing.
You had 20 showings. So what does
Yeah,
that say?
it's to say, well, I should get an offer, right? I should say I was good my home show, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I got none. It just said, I guess no buyer's not interested in my house or something.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
I don't know. I don't know what happened because I didn't have any feedback from my agent. What's the next strategies? I don't have any
okay.
strategy to
They
come
didn't
up.
talk to you about maybe a price improvement?
No, he said he said the price it's right. It's not the right buyer yet. It's not a good time to do it. So that's what he
Mm,
said.
okay. So he said the price was right,
Yeah, the price is
but the
okay.
market, the buyers didn't put a buyer didn't put an offer on that.
Right. It is in the buyers will come along. You just not find the right buyer because the only things going on right now.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So, if we were to price, let me show you this. Homes at this price. So homes are selling at your price point, and we've had 10 homes this month get sold in your
Hmm.
neighborhood.
Wow.
So homes are selling.
Just not mine, right?
What I'm seeing here, it might be that the home isn't priced for the market or the buyers. It's not us. It's not the realtor that just goes out and gives you a number. It's what the outside says. It's what the buyers say. It's
Okay,
they're the
let me
ones
ask you
buying
this.
the home, not me, not your other realtor.
Right. So let me ask you this. What are you going to do differently? What is your strategy to place my home in a way to get it sold? So I want to move to Utah, you know?
Yes. So we do have a strategy. So your home would be, we're going to, like I said earlier, we're going to submit your home to all the people that are in the area, reverse prospect, call daily to see if we can find you a buyer. And then also the Facebook ads and the open houses and the emails and the direct mailers. The best way is when you're actually talking to the people, because that way I can get your home sold. There's a
Okay.
lot of downsizers in the area that have been living in their home for more than 25 years or whatever. And with my lender, they are going to be able to move out of their home, buy your home, move out of theirs, and then list theirs.
Okay.
So there is lots of different ways, not just putting your house up on the market and praying for somebody to come through and wait for the right buyer. Because I'm not going to wait for the right buyer. I'm going to go out there and look for it for you.
Okay.
So that's what we do. And so what do you think about bringing your price to a price that your house would actually sell at?
Well, I want to get every penny out of this house because I need to move.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to go too low on the price,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I want to sell it. I don't want to go back to the same thing again, wasting my
Yeah.
time to put the home back
Well,
on the market and got nothing done.
right.
What
You know,
what is your suggestion?
so my suggestion is you had your house up for sale at 400, and I see that y'all dropped it by 10,000, and then y'all left it there for another 3 months. So you were on the market for almost 6 months, and you had only did an improvement one time and at only $10,000. And at the 400 mark, that's a good price bracket mark, okay? However, if you didn't get anything, any offers or anything like that at 400 after 6 months or at your 380 mark, I bet you if they might have put it at 375, if you would have did at 375, you would have gotten two buyer pools. People that are looking at 350 to 375 or 350 to 400 and 375 to 400. You missed it by 5,000.
So what you're saying, I have to reduce my price for $10,000, $15,000.
Yes.
Well,
And then you get to your family and go on with yourself. Or do you want
okay.
to sit on this house another year?
No, I don't want to sit in my house on over the year. I need to move. I want to move. I
Yeah.
mean, I
And I
want to
mean,
move.
by dropping it, I mean, by just doing an improvement where the buyers are going to see your house as value, the most valuable home in the neighborhood, that's the way to, that will be the way to go.
Okay. All right.
And I'm talking about that's what's going on in today's market.
So what is your commission, by? And you didn't tell me the commission. And when I asked you, say when we meet, we gotta talk about commission. What the commission is?
The commission,
Yeah. What's your commission? What's your
oh,
fee?
it's you get 94% of the commission. You get 94 and then the broker gets 6.
So total
You'll be
6%.
making 94% of the profit.
What does that mean? About
We
94%
get
of
you only have to give up 6%
well, of my selling price.
of the sale of the price. And the other half goes to the other broker.
So I heard that I know I was watching TV. I heard that I don't have to pay by the buy agent. Why you charge
You
6%?
don't. Yeah, you don't have to pay for the buyer's agent.
Then if I don't have to
It's
pay,
negotiable,
okay.
but I'll tell you
So
what they're going to do. Can I tell you exactly what they're going to do?
Okay, what they're gonna
So
do?
that's why I'm saying this right now, is that's going to be part of the offer. When they submit an offer to you, they're going to submit that 3% as part of the offer.
So basically negotiable. You said I have to pay the 3%
Yeah,
for
I
the
mean,
buy
we can
agent.
go back and counter and say that we're not paying the 3%, and she can go back, or he can go back and tell the buyer, look, they're not going to pay the commission, so you're going to have to pay the commission out of your pocket. And then what that buyer's possibly going to do is say, you know what, let's go ahead and go look at another home.
Okay. So basically I'm left out my the buyer if I don't pay them. That's what you're saying.
I mean, I'm not saying it all of them. I mean, you could always do that. You could always push back on that. I'm just saying that that's what's going to happen, is that they submit that as part of the offer.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to this. You said you suggest 375. We redo the price $15,000.
Uh-huh.
And commissions it could be 3%, total 6%. So you said, in other words, you said 3% might be, maybe the buyer will pay for that and the agent. So I end up paying only 3%, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Correct.
possibility. Okay.
Possibility.
What about if you bring the buyer? Well, you
If
guys charge
I bring the
30%?
buyer, yes. So then you would be paying a 4%.
4%. Okay. All
Because
right.
our broker charges like 1%
Okay. Sound like
to do
a
the
good deal.
paperwork. Just to do the
Okay.
paperwork, but I'm still representing you.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. And I also have the guys to come in later on today. So I don't have to make a commitment right now. I meet some agent just coming later on. So I
Okay.
give you a call back after this. And does that sound good?
It does sound good. Is there anything that I'm not answering for you that is the reason why you're not gonna move forward with me?
Well, I like your strategy. I like what you have to say. I like you go over the technique, the levers and prospecting. I like those. But it's something it's like it's a big commitment. It's one
Absolutely.
of the I would say one of the biggest financial for me. So if I want to make decision, I want to sleep on it and think through, then talk to another people, another agent, to see if they got different approach, you know.
Okay.
And
Is there a
yeah,
different approach that you would like to see other than what I have
right.
seen
And
already?
I'd like to see make sure this time I make sure I want to sell it because I need to get it done. I mean, I don't want to
Yes.
get another agent to come in and do the same thing again. Now I'm gonna waste my time. I mean, another 6 months and then by then it's snow coming. I can't move the snow, you know.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I sleep on it, and then I call you tomorrow after I interview another guy coming
Okay.
later on. Is all good to you?
Okay. You know what sounds really good? I think I'm not sure, but if you have any other questions, is there any other questions that I can answer for you?
Well, I talked to the guy. He gonna charge like a 2.5%. So I just want to see
Okay.
what he offered me the 2.5%. You said three, total four. He said no matter what, if he
Mhm.
brought the buyer, he gonna charge only 3%. So that leave me in that 1% out of that. I know it's not a big deal. The goal is to sell the house. So that's I wanna hear what they have to say. That's
Okay,
the
you
only
want to hear
thing. I
what they
mean,
have
I
to
like
say.
what you have to say. I like your marketing plan. Just
Okay.
wanna see what another person doing
Okay,
if it
that
may
sounds
work.
great. What if we just, what if you just sign this, and if you don't like what they have to say, then all you have to do is give me a call and I will be already working with for you, because you've already signed everything, and we could just get right to it and
Okay, so
not waste any more time for you. And we don't want
what
you to get out there in the snow.
okay, so what you're saying outside right now, if I meet another person, they might get if that I feel that person do better job, I can call you back.
Call me back and I'll rip up the whole contract. I'll come over and rip it up in front of you,
Okay.
and it will
All right.
be terminated.
All
Yes,
right.
no
That sounds
worries.
good. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
so
good.
let's go ahead
That
and just,
way.
yeah, we sign it, and then If you like the other person better, hey, no worries.
Okay.
But
All right,
we shake hands and go on with ourselves. But this way, I don't have to come back, or I don't have to email you a whole bunch of stuff. We can just go through the contract right now. You get it signed, and then tonight you call me and say, you know what? I think we'll go ahead and work with you. I will be on the phones this evening to all the network of realtors.
okay.
Is that
All right.
okay? Sounds
Yeah, that
great.
sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Okay,
sounds
here's the
good.
pen, and let's get signing.
All right, let's get it done. All right. Good job. Good job. Yeah.
No, but I did
All
not go
right.
through the.
Were you expecting that curveball? He kind of threw you some hard ones at the end there.
Yes. No.
No, you handled it good. You handled it good. John, what do you think?
Yeah, see, they had it pretty well. The last one, I liked what she said. You know what? Let's decide this and sleep on it. I know you gotta meet someone, and this is not official, and I know I'm confident I'm gonna sell your home, and based on what I told you, that in anything that I can answer you right now, I mean, on that, decide that one, then you call me tomorrow. Some list you not like what my marketing plan, and you not feel comfortable with working together, just call me and just cancel the contract so you can move on. And then I'm confident I can get your property so you can move to where you want to go. I like that one. Another part is she missing out that I think when you say reverse prospect, I think one key that she forget is the one that said, you know what, I don't know. You said your previous agent didn't give the feedback on what things going on. But when you side with me, what I'm gonna do is once a week, I'm gonna give you on update what is going on. And if the show is coming and no offer, we know what's going on. With no show, we know what's going on. What's next that we gotta do? We gotta find the right strategy to get your property sold. We're not gonna sit and wait. You gotta get it done so they can move. I'm not gonna do the same previous agent did in the past. That's not. We gotta do opposite, total opposite. That's why we got a property sold. I like that one.
Okay.
And then the open house. And when you say you gotta get on the stuff, I heard that too. And say we gotta Mecca open house. You probably heard Mecca open house and when the Tom Ferry, but it didn't say that Mecca open house. And 3 day or 4 day before open house, I gotta make sure everybody know you gotta hold open house. I gotta contact the neighbors. I gotta door knocking the neighbors. I gotta pass out. Make sure we got a massive exposure on open house. Make sure people come into open house. Then at the same time, we gotta have some food court or we gotta have a drink, invite people come in. Either, we might find the neighbors might know somebody because they want a good neighbor move into their house. So we make sure they let them know so they can tell their friend, their family members, come to our open house. That's a chance we gotta do. That's what I gotta do. And everything else and handle the commission. Yeah, I would say it's 60%. That's too much. I would say, you know what, my fee is 3%. Another fee is we don't know because I can't disclose it because the law come in. So we gotta wait until the offer came in. Then after that, then we can discuss. You make the decision if you're gonna pay the buy agent or not. That is sure based on the offer. Sometimes we don't. I mean, I can't promise things, but it could happen. If we got more buyer, my job is to find more buyer to your home. The more buyer we get, the more price we gotta get to your property. And Vienna might not pay the agent because they got a bidder. So that's another thing. Oh, that's a great job. Good job. You handle calm. That's good. I like that.
So the commission you said to say
Well, my fee is 3%.
yes.
I don't say 6%, but if they come back to say, you know what, if I bring you a buyer, here's a discount we gotta do for service to you. We gotta put 4% total.
Yes.
That give you a break.
Yeah.
But they would say, well, we gotta pay the buyer. I don't know. I mean, we might not pay the buyer, depending on what the offer came in. My job is to find more buyer the more buyers will be fine, the better chance you gotta, make more money to your
My
house.
job.
Yeah. And you said
My job is
375,
to find you the buyer.
you want $400,000, $400,000. Last time you put in there, how many people look at? I said, well, not many. Well, our goal is to get open up the the market so people can see your home and they see the prices. People come see your home. Nobody see your home. What's the chance you're gonna make? Zero, right? What if more people see your home? What's the chance you can make? At least 1 or 2 people are gonna make an offer. The more offer that came in, what happened? Hey, the price up. You end up not paying the commission.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I like that. I wrote something down. Good job.
Good feedback. Eric, we need some feedback.
Great job, Lily. I like the way you reassure every step with John. Are you okay with this? Do you have any other questions? That was good. Now, I would say probably when you guys were kind of going back and forward for the price, I would probably say, John, at what price do you feel confident and comfortable that we should list your home in a way that will allow it to sell and create value in the eyes of the buyers?
Oh yeah. What price?
And then if he tell you a number, then you will go back and say, and what will be the lowest price you wouldn't go below to, so you can have that in your pocket. The other thing is about when he mentioned to you about the commission, he mentioned commission. It sounds like it was very important for John, and you could probably say, John, it's a great question. It sounds to me like you want to net the most money possible, don't you? And then you can say, okay, my commission is 3%. Do you have any other question? And then maybe you can just say, John, remember, commission is a marketing tool. We have to promote your home in a way that will create a value in the eyes of the buyer. So we want to also, we want to incentivize the other side. And that will come, depends on that kind of offer you will get. Something like that. I mean, other than that, good job.
Fantastic. Good feedback, Eric. Good feedback. Candace.
Good day, everyone. Great presentation. Thank you, both of you, for a realistic presentation today. And I like how, Lily, you mentioned that you would be reaching out to renters. That's a strategy that not a lot of agents touch on. And I like that, when John was asking you questions, you mentioned, I'm not going to wait for the right buyer. I'm going to be proactively calling every day, at least 50 people a day, talking about your home. None of the other homes that you got on them. I'm talking about your home. So you're giving strategies. When he said the things that you were describing were mostly what his other agent did, I feel like there was a little disconnect between you and him. So I don't know what could have changed that dynamic, but I feel like, you were very organized and detailed, but you were maybe focused on going through the marketing plan with him and not focused on what he wanted. So maybe, customizing it for what he wants. He may or may not want open houses. He may or may not want some of the things that you offered, but just listening to what he wants and then letting him know that's exactly what will do to get your home sold in the shortest time for top dollar, or however you want to spiel it. So overall, great. The part when he asked about the commission and then your response was 94%, 6%, that was a little bit confusing. We know what you were saying because in our profession, we understand it. But, typical seller, you might have lost them completely.
So take out the 94, right?
Yeah, I know you've gotten some tips here on how you could maybe reword it. And I understand where you were coming from, but we want to keep it as simple as possible. If they ask for clarification, then you can expound a little bit more. But overall, you did a great job, and this just takes practice and more experience. So kudos to you for showing up and getting the signature. And at the end, I wasn't sure if you were going to get it, but you said, you know what? Just go ahead and sign. And if you meet with the other agent and you don't want to do business, then I'll come over and I'll tear it up. So, but at least you got it. So congratulations to you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Arthur, do you have any comments or questions?
Yeah, I missed the first couple of minutes. Thanks for sending me that link, Ron.
Of course.
I was looking for something to get some education this morning. Lily, I thought, yeah, your stick-to-itiveness was impressive to me. I think with my experience, I would have given up a little earlier. You didn't, and it was great. You took it all the way down to the wire, and you got the signature. I had a question. Did you? There are two questions. I use the Mike Ferry thing. What did that agent do that you liked best? Did you answer that, or maybe that wasn't a question wasn't in your list? No. Okay. And the next question in my list then would be, what do you feel that agent could have done better to sell your home? I'm wondering if that would have drawn out a little bit from him. Secondly, I think you had this great list of things, which was good. Just listening to it, you could have, in my opinion, taken that list, tightened it up in terms of your language, so that you basically, not aggressive, but like, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and don't put any okay in there. You're using a lot of okays. Okay, drop that out. You wanted to just nail it. What are you going to do? Boom! I'm your agent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How does that sound? But overall, I thought, especially you got that signature at the end. That was really great. The way you stuck with it, and then I thought it was smooth the way you asked to. Well, why don't we just go ahead and sign? I can get started tonight if if you don't want me to, call me off. I thought that was really good. I appreciated it. I mean, yeah, it impressed me.
Thank you, guys. And I love that 1, 2, 3, 4. Just that's what we're gonna do. Kind of like what Candace said, customize, and then just read over the things.
What you want to try to do, one thing I would do is you always want to go back when it's not going your way. Say, let's quickly review the questions we asked you over the phone, and then go through your qualifying, script. We didn't do that here, but before you go out, you want to use that qualifying script, and then you start back. You told me you need to be in Salt Lake in 3 months. Well, that's 90 days minus holidays and weekends. We're looking even less, a lot less than that. So, we've got a shorter time frame than your other guy did, so, but then just keep going over the questions. If it's not going in your favor, if you're not getting that signature, go back to the questions, because this is what he said. This is what he said he needed. And you're here to help with those questions. But that buys you that time to get him thinking again that he needs to get going. So then you would say, like you did, oh, okay, great. What question is left in your mind that I haven't answered? What is the question that I need to answer for you? I guess that you're going to hear from some other agent, that I haven't answered. And you did that. But you should have stayed on that, a little stronger on that. And then you did great. Well, let's go ahead and sign the contract. Call me in the morning. I'll call you in the morning if we want to go further. And, then let's see. Candace wrote something. I recall. Yeah. What are you hoping? So basically, yeah, just stay with that. Yeah, when you get it more scripted in where it's internalized, you'll do that well, look, we're going to do this, then we're going to do this, then we're going to do this. Now, one thing I thought, you asked about the referral, where are you going to? There's your opportunity to pick up another 30%. So you kind of dropped it. That I know a great agent in Salt Lake City, and we'll get you with him after we sign the contracts, tonight. We'll get him on the line. So doing assumptive close on that referral and dangle that carrot out, because he needs that. He needs somebody out there. So that's what you want to dangle in front of him, and then just go on to your next question. But you're still remembering to dangle that, after we sign the contracts tonight. Everything you do should be assumptive close. You did have an embedded close in there, or John, I think, said it. When you feel comfortable with me, when we sign the contracts tonight, always those are embedded commands. So when you go over the Mike Ferry script and you say something like, if you feel comfortable and confident that I can sell your house, I can sell your house as an embedded command. So that works on their NLP training type of thing. So, and then level shift when you, I did like where you went. That was a different approach. We're going to concentrate on 94%. That's what you're going to make. The 94% is what you're making. Don't worry about my little 6%. Get them focused on theirs. Now, in order to get that, though, you understand that I study homes and prices every day. Therefore, I got to assume that you're going to list at a price that will cause the home to sell this time. We don't have 6 months like the last time. So, John, sign the contract. I mean, basically just start closing them hard at that point. Anita, did you have some questions? I don't know if she's still with us.
Yeah, I'm here, but I can't really talk. I left it on the comments.
Okay.
Good. Great presentation. Great.
Another thing I saw, I wrote down, I liked your reverse prospecting. Is that like an MLS? Is that Stellar MLS? Or who is it that you use?
Brandon.
What was it?
Brandon's is reverse prospecting.
No, but I mean the MLS. When you put in the criteria of the buyer or of your house, and it spits out the buyers that are looking for that criteria. I've seen that in Stellar MLS mainly, but that's a great tool to use, for your seller. I mean, that's an excellent thing. You say, look, I know who's going to buy your house. I've got a list of them. You mean the other agent didn't provide you a list that's looking for a house just like yours? So that was strong. I think that, mainly you just, I think if you'll stick with that questioning and qualifying, here she is. Let's see. Questioning and qualifying. Let's go over the questions you answered over the phone, and then you keep going back to that. Whenever they're not going your way, go back to the questions. Go ahead, Candace.
I think most MLSs use that reverse prospecting. When you add a contact into the database, there's usually a little button that you could say enroll in reverse prospecting. So when things come on the market that meet their criteria, you'll be notified if an agent does do a reverse prospecting search.
Excellent. So that's an excellent tool to use if you're not using it. So ours out here doesn't do that. I did have it when I was in Albuquerque, but that's a great tool. Out here around every listing I take, I have a search anyways. I just call it the area competition. This is our competition, so that they see what's happening and they see people dropping their prices and going under contract, and ours isn't. They're seeing that, and I'm seeing that. And that's what a conversation daily is about. A lot of times with me is, hey, you saw that house. Yeah, they dropped $5,000 or $10,000 and it went under contract. Maybe we should think about doing the same thing. It worked for them. Why wouldn't it work for us, kind of thing? So, John.
All right, I forgot to mention what she said. She go on the list the passive marketing. That's why I was asking. Well, that my agent probably do the same thing too. She said that 50 people she contact a day, but she forget to explain to you know what I don't know if your previous agent did. I mean, that those passive, might be your agent do the same thing. What I do differently, Mr. Seller, I'm looking for your buyer every single day. I talk to 50 people, and the chance of that, and I'm gonna not tell everybody about your house. The chance, I can't promise you anything, but the chance I might find a buyer for your property. I'm not sitting and wait for the buyer to looking for your property. I'm gonna go out looking for another buyer. That's exactly what you want the agent to do that for you, right?
What did you say, John? To say what?
I said, there's a buyer for your house out there. My job as an aggressive but active agent to go out looking for the buyer for your property. That's what you expect the next agent to do that for you, right? And they say, yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do for you. Let's sign the contract, put me to work, and find the right buyer for your property.
Yes.
There you go. Sign the contract, put me to work today. Don't waste any more time because we haven't got the time. You already wasted 6 months with the last agent. So you understand the difference between proactive and passive marketing. And then you just go into that. I'm proactive. I go out every day and find somebody for your house. Now that's what you want, correct? Or do you want the passive guy that just waits for them to call him? I wish it was that easy, but it's not.
Oh, I can say there, I wish it was that easy. Oh, yes, that's good.
Yeah, just say, I wish it was that easy. It's not. But I love the way you presented the behind the scenes things, because the truth is, that's why they demand open houses and things like that, because they don't see what you do every day.
Yeah.
But if you call them every day and you say, hey, this is what I did for you today, or text them daily recap. I always think of that song, What Have You Done For Me Lately? That's what sellers think every day. What have you done for me lately? So if you just proactively, before they even ask you, send them a little text, hey, this is what I did today, my daily recap, or call them, and sometimes it's, hey, not much happened today, but I wanted to talk to you and touch base. Do you have any questions? Okay, great. Then go on. I mean, sometimes it's a 30-second phone call, but it puts their mind at ease and they don't wonder, well, are you working? What's going on? So, yeah. All right. Well, I think it was a good presentation. Just internalize it a little more. I think you're getting used to those Mike Ferry scripts. I think that, Arthur was right. When you internalize them, you'll just go from A to B to C to D, close. It's not that hard. A to B to C to D. I don't like your commission. I don't like it either. I wish it was more, but sign the contract. It says just, go in there and come back over them and close them. Right? All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you participated today on the first. Jim's call is going to be here in a little bit at 12:30. So, but yes, I believe you got to practice your presentation or you'll blow the listing appointment. So what good is getting the listing appointment if you can't close the deal? And you only get one shot at a first presentation or a first impression. So that's where you want to look good, where you want to look. Lily was saying earlier, the Mike Ferry group, they want you in a suit. They want you there 15 minutes prior to, so you can, in your mind, get ready for that listing presentation. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Thank you for showing up. Good job, John. Great job, Lily. I appreciate it. We lost Eric somewhere there, but Candace, thanks for showing up. Anita, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you all. Okay. Bye.